Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Heart and Womb Healing with myself, Sally Claridge, and my beautiful friend, Nathalie Sommer. Hello, Nathalie.
Hi, Sally. So good to see you on here. I'm just going to take a brief moment and just share that over in my Facebook group and on my Facebook page.
Yes,
So
me too. Yeah, so we'll just give Facebook a chance to catch up and for everyone to receive notification of the live. So we'll just do a little bit of sharing now, and then we will be with you to just talk about the power of the womb wisdom, and the power of being in our hearts. So, yeah, excuse me just a minute while I share. I can't manage to share and talk at the same time.
Okay, time. Oh, good to see you, everybody. I'm really excited to be here today with Sally and for us to have this conversation to talk more about the heart and about the womb and our personal experiences with that too. So yeah, very excited to be here.
It's going to be really wonderful because Nathalie and I have known each other for a few years now. We met in Hong Kong a few years ago when we were both living there. And I remember coming over to where your home, where you held beautiful retreats on we will, I can't say it. On the island.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We will, yes. And we just really had a beautiful connection from the very beginning. And now we're both here living in Spain, which is just miraculous. It really is amazing. And we got together in January. We met up again in January. And this is where this collaboration and this connection has now deepened into sharing our gifts together to share heart and womb healing. So we're here on my page, so a lot of people already know me here. So Nathalie, I'd love you to share a little bit about yourself and your work as a relationship and intimacy coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. So I'm a certified relationship and intimacy coach. I'm also an intuitive, and I do a lot of womb work, womb healing. And I've combined all these tools together, basically combining my passion all into one. And now I bring that work into the world where I help women to create a deeper sense of self and tap more into their intimate and sensual being. And that has an effect on emotions, but also on physical pleasure as well. And then I also help couples to create deeper intimacy and deeper connection as well.
It's beautiful. And you're also very intuitive as well. Let's not. Very intuitive and very connected. So tell us a little bit more about the importance of the womb. In the process and in connecting more deeply with herself.
Yeah. And, you know, to be honest, for a long time, when people would talk about the womb and the importance of the womb, I was like, well, why? You know, it was just, it's like, it's already a part of my body. And, you know, I just couldn't quite understand. Hi, Jeanette. And I couldn't quite understand what this fuss was all about, you know, deeper connection of the womb. And I guess I already started my journey on creating a deeper sense of self and sensuality. But when I did a course on womb connection and I started to explore my own womb, I was like, wow, there is so much depth to that part of my body that I had no idea that was there. And it led to a lot of healing. I had no idea how much trauma actually stored in there, because I feel we're so used to numbing. Or, you know, when we have had bad experiences, we're so used to just go like, I will just get on with it. Or let's not feel too much of that. And me exploring my womb has helped me to, first of all, heal, release, and just create a deeper sense of self and trust with that part of myself. And cultivating that part has also, I guess, I don't know, there's just a deeper sense of trust. And it's transformed my work. I feel I'm more honoring myself and I'm more authentic to myself in my work, but also in my relationship as well. There's just, I guess, when you connect more to that feminine part of yourself, naturally there's just a better understanding. The healing has been able to take place. It's easier to also communicate that with your partner and not be blocked in what your deepest needs are, whether they're intimately, sensually, sexually, or emotionally. It just has allowed me to open up more towards my husband. And I really believe that this has happened because I did start connecting my womb, because there was so much in there that was just completely numbed, blocked, that I probably wouldn't be able to have had the experience of if I wouldn't have started to connect with my womb.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And you know, I've been in the healing world for a long time, but it's something that I've avoided and resisted for a long time. As you know, Nathalie, my childhood and background and upbringing really blocked off all of that femininity. And I'm going to tell the really lovely story of when we were when we got together in January, because I think it's really important, because if I've felt resistance and blocked in that area of my body and in my life, then there are other women out there that are feeling the same, that may be slightly nervous about it or unsure about what it actually means or what actually happens. But when Nathalie and I were together in January, she offered to do a womb healing for me, and it was almost, I don't know, she could have in that moment she couldn't have offered anything worse, and it was like
the look on your face was priceless, and I can't even describe. It was like pure initial shock, horror, fear. That was like the initial reaction that you had. It was very funny, priceless look.
Yeah, it was one of those moments that neither of us will ever forget. But I just thought, but I feel so safe with you. That is the thing. Your whole energy and your presence and the space that you hold is so sacred and so strong and so safe. So I just thought, come on, Sally, get over yourself. This is your beautiful friend offering you a gift. So we moved into the healing, and it was the most incredible and beautiful experience. And nothing traumatic, nothing woo-woo, nothing really, you know, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was just so beautiful and peaceful. And it did create a really big shift within me, a huge shift within me that's moved through into my creative life, my personal life, and my relationship as well. So from my experience of womb healing, it has totally opened up a whole new aspect of me that I'd completely denied before. And, you know, it's a work in progress. This is just, it's the beginning of a journey, I think, of connecting with our femininity in a whole new way, because I think a lot of us are cut off from that. I especially was brought up in a naval family with 3 brothers, very traditional, very strict. So that part of me was never allowed to be expressed or explored. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome. And, you know, I think so many can relate to that, the disconnect or being brought up in a particular way and having, and I mean, you know, we all have had some sort of experience connected to a wound, whether that is an uncomfortable experience of a partner or emotional hurt of our partner or painful periods or surgery or traumatic birth. And, you know, we do store all of that deeply in our womb. And I guess society just kind of tells you, well, get on with it. Or we don't really have the tools to actually release, heal, or have the time. And I think, you know, we don't probably even, some of us don't need a lot of time, but just having that connection just creates that depth and just safety in ourselves. That's just very powerful. And, you know, I think also why I'm so excited about doing this together with you, Sally, because you are all about the heart, opening the heart to receiving greater love and feeling greater love in yourself. So I'm truly excited about us combining those 2 potent areas of our being. Yes. And I think, you know, yeah, absolutely open, connect to the womb, but, you know, what about the heart? We also carry heartache in there, and we also carry emotions and built up and blocking and numbing. So I feel this experience together with you and doing the channeled healing as well is going to be very unique and very potent. And your energy is so powerful. I mean, from you, the way how you worked already in Hong Kong, that was already powerful, but I feel like you even more so stepped into your authenticity of bringing all of you through. And I don't think I've ever experienced, and you know, distance as well, such powerful healing energy, the way how what you bring to the world with anybody else. Like, it's just like instant heart connection, being connection. It's very powerful, and I'm excited about this.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, my thing, it really is the power of the heart and being in our hearts, and the energy that I work with, or I should say the energy that works through me. It uses me as an anchor and as a vehicle to connect with everyone that comes into the space. It really is all about getting out of our heads. So not only have we been disconnected from our wombs, but we've been programmed and conditioned into living our lives from our heads and through logic, through structure, through a very masculine way of living. And when we move into our hearts, we discover another whole aspect to ourselves as well. And, you know, our hearts have been shut down. You know, don't feel so much, don't be so sensitive, or you don't let everybody see you or know who you are because you'll just get hurt. Don't hand your heart away, don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Our whole lives are geared around blocking off love. And you know, it's not just about blocking off receiving love, it's blocking off sharing love, because I see us as, and I feel us and know us as, we're all beings of light. We're all beings of love. We're multidimensional. We're galactic. We're Mother Earth. We're everything. And if we block off that aspect of ourselves, how can we live a truly fulfilling, happy, grounded, loving life if we're blocked off? So the energy that I work with comes through really focusing on our hearts and clearing away the layers of maybe barriers or resistance or fear or past traumas, everything that has kept us closed off and disconnected from love. And they do that simply through their vibrational presence, or just through sitting in the energy as I channel it. I'm going to say hello to Camilla, who's just come on as well. Good morning, Camilla.
Oh, hi, Camilla. Camilla's in Spain too, in Valencia.
Oh, hola. Yeah, so the power of being fully in our hearts totally opens up a huge doorway to our true self. And it means that we can raise our vibration. We can be more authentic, as you say. We don't have to live behind a facade or fear or conditioning. And it's a journey again, just as the womb, connecting with your womb is a journey, so is the heart. But the two together, oh my goodness, to be open and empowered and connected and grounded through the womb and the heart is, I think, going to be especially potent for women at this time, because I don't know about you, Nathalie, but I feel there really is an awakening and an empowerment through women really coming into their own.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of shaking up at the moment. And, you know, I also know that can come with fear too, but I feel, you know, like you said, your part is also getting you back into your body. And I think that's something that I always tell my clients about too. When you're too much in your head, you know, like, of course we need the mind because it gets us moving. But also what I love about you healing is every time I have a healing of you, it just woof. I'm in myself, I'm in my body. And I think that's, you know, that is really because the body knows, the body leads, the body will unblock. It keeps us safe, but it's also the part that can open up and create that sense of freedom that we deeply all are seeking.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, even when we were bringing this event together, both of us felt the energy as we were bringing, you know, the practical side of it together, the Facebook event and putting it up on our sites and bringing the graphics together. Both of us really felt the energy of how strong a container this is going to be for everyone that comes in to share in the healing. So yeah, I'm super excited, and I'm so honored, Nathalie. I'm so honored.
Same. Yeah, I feel truly excited too, and I could feel the energy build as well. And even like the image that we've picked, or that you've picked and put so beautifully together, you know, it just shows the circle and the women being held in that. And yeah, I feel like it'll be beautiful. And I think we are going to give everybody a different experience too, because it's about feeling the energy going into your body, and we use visualization, we use some breath work. We'll also use expression as well. So it's going to be a very holistic approach for people to really get a sense of self, and using different ways of getting to that sense of self as well. So
yeah. And so maybe let's just share a little bit about what will happen in the healing, because I think we'll start off just introducing ourselves, then talking a little bit about the womb and the heart, and Nathalie's going to lead us in a womb visualization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do, I'll give you a visualization that will help you to really journey into womb and become really clear of maybe what needs releasing, what needs healing, some of the things you might have been holding on to. And we'll do that in a lot of safety. So for you to do that in a really safe space, but also to create that deeper awareness, and then naturally have a deeper connection. And it'll be a space that you feel like you want to come back to anytime you want to. So you can come back to that space anytime you want to, and keep on working, keep on planting the seeds and allowing things to grow. There'll also be like an intention setting as well, what you would like to get out of this healing, out of the visualization. And then I will also give some practical tools that you can then take into your everyday life, whether you want to use it as a practice or just use it whenever you want to, just to, again, create a deeper understanding and connection of your womb as well.
Yeah. And from there on, I will start to bring through the energy that works through me as womb's taking us through Nathalie, as Nathalie's taking us through the womb.
We got you.
And then we will really deepen that energy and strengthen that energy and bring it up into the heart and start working on the heart. And it'll be pure energy transmission and healing. So my side of things will start off guided, but not so much, because it's really important that we don't stay in the head listening to instructions, that we just drop into our hearts and allow ourselves to open and to feel, because this energy, this galactic energy, is all about feeling and experiencing it. And it can often take us into a place where we haven't felt ourselves in that sort of way before. We feel more expanded, we're more aware, like heightened awareness, but very, very deeply connected on an energetic and spiritual level. So the healing will deepen, and then we'll just come back together afterwards and have a sharing and just chat with people that are there and answer questions and look after you all and just hold the beautiful space with love for you all.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think, the opportunity of that is too often we can feel very alone in certain experiences. So this, when you don't have to feel like you need to share, but sometimes it just feels like, oh, finally I can just speak it out. And, I have other people that will go like, oh yeah, I understand, or I can resonate. They may not share the same story, but they share the same feelings or the same emotions. So that can be really powerful as well, because we will all have different emotions attached to our heart, to our womb, and then to hear some others speak about it can feel very healing already in that itself too.
That's it. That's the power of being in circle, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't have to speak, but you feel held. It's really, really very, very important, I think, to hold that space for everybody, because it's very personal. Everyone's going to move through their own experience and journey, and we're there to hold you with love. Okay. So we're going to share another live stream on Thursday to take this a little bit deeper. The actual heart and womb healing event is on Friday, the 1st of May at, and now I'm going blank because I've got 3 time zones in my head.
So it'll be 8 p.m. Hong Kong time, 2 p.m. Spanish, Swiss time, and I think 1 p.m. UK time.
UK time, that's it. Thank you so much. So the actual event is on Friday, and we'll put a link in the comments here for anyone that wants to know more or to come into the healing circle. But we will be sharing another live stream on Thursday at 1 o'clock Spanish time, which is 12 o'clock UK time, and Also, we've made it available and accessible for the Hong Kong networks and the beautiful communities that we know out in Hong Kong as well. So I'm just going to say hello to Marie. Hello, lovely. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Marie.
So I think we're good.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the talk today, Sally, and thank you everybody who's joined. And if you have any questions, any questions whatsoever about what will happen, or if you're not sure, you're uncertain, feel free to reach out either to Sally or to myself, and we're happy to answer any questions you might have.
Yeah, lovely. It's been lovely, Natalie. What a lovely way to start the morning. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see you all again on Thursday, and hopefully to see you on Friday. And Rose has just come on. I can't not say hello to Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Lots of love, Rose.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.
All right. Take care, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye.